Tim Luca, Vice President of Emerging Technology and Innovation for Eli Lilly. I started off driven through science. I was running labs and projects for big pharma companies. And then slowly but surely I was made more senior and I got more responsibility and then moved into the external world. So initially running projects through other companies, and then now for Lilly, I look for companies to acquire and buy or bring into our pipeline. And part of my journey, I've actually spun out my own biotech company that was acquired. So I've been on both sides of the line, both the buyers and the sellers. Yeah, huge. There's a lot more stakeholders to manage, people who want to help. Things are a lot more important and complicated, but good people who want to help, but you need to bring them in at the right time in the right way. And influencing through other people is a very different skill to being an individual contributor, I guess. In small companies, you need a great team that share your vision, because you don't have a lot of backup from other people. And so that's also important in big companies, but big companies are more bringing in the right expertise around you to resonate with what you're doing and make things even better. But small companies are often chasing their tails a little bit, trying to spend funding in the right way and make it to the next inflection point. Whereas in big companies, it's complicated which things are going to fit the best in a very big company. We don't want things that are, too boring. We don't want things that are super crazy, but we want really good things that are going to enhance what we're doing ourselves. So understanding strategic fit is very important as well. Biotech is complicated and fraught with risk. So I think obviously being a great leader, setting a great vision, setting high expectations around you, but also managing risk and keeping people appraised of how things are going, always being possibly one of the best experts in your area to help other people understand what's coming, and setting up probably contingencies for things that might go wrong. And things do go wrong all the time, but obviously it's how you respond to those rather than panicking. And most projects go through twists and turns, and most of the deals I've worked on have gone through great times and tough times, but they've come out the other end as well. So I think helping people through that uncertainty and that journey is super important. Biotech is fun and exciting, but fraught with danger and very prone to sometimes overhype. But it's going to save patients' lives, so it's worth the battle, I guess. Different industries have different sensitivities. In pharma, we're at the highest scientific standards, and products, are expensive but make a huge difference to people's lives. So the whole commercial dynamic is different. But for me, it comes down to the best teams, the best science, clear ways forward to help patients, and really strong execution. So, I can compare it with being a pure scientist versus a deal maker a little bit. And we need not only the science to be good, but we need all the commercial side, the legal side, the intellectual property. It's a real team effort to make these things successful. And so communicating outside your pure function is a lot more important. If you're working in science, that's super important, but sometimes you can work yourself on your own project. And our teams, when we do large deals, are huge, and they're all great experts in their fields, but they're in different fields to me. So I think it's much more of a team effort. We work, I'm a scientist by training, but we work very closely with lawyers and transaction experts who have a very different training. They might be MBAs, finance people, and so we work as teams to get these things done. And so being able to do that, transverse these boundaries, is as important as your own expertise, I guess. Selling new things is always different to selling things that people already understand. And, I've been involved in some of our larger deals that have been announced, so we've been successful. But I think helping people see things coming, really explaining the key benefits of because innovation is sexy and fun, and people supposedly love it, but actually what really is the value proposition? How is it going to make patients' lives better? How's it going to enhance our Lilly portfolio? Getting to the bottom of the science and the strategy for these projects, and when we bring them in, they need to be fully integrated so they go all the way. So we take this super seriously, but I'm grateful that we've got such supportive management. For the right opportunities, they'll really get behind us and help. I think communicating optimism with a hint of reality. You don't want to undersell great promise for medical breakthroughs, but You don't want to overpromise things that are just silly. I think there's a good balance between driving things forward in an optimistic way and not being naive. So I would say keep the passion. That's what drives all of us to help people, but do it in the right way.